This movie has a lot to live up to, but I'm here for it. Before I get started, I'd like to kindly ask that you hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel for more content just like this.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it!
So a new trailer was just released for the Sopranos prequel movie titled The Many Saints of Newark. I don't think I've ever talked about The Sopranos on this channel before, but if you didn't know, it is my favorite television show of all time, and I believe it's the best made television show of all time.
Goddamn right, that's the only way I work, Cap.
This show changed the way people looked at mobsters. Yes, they are unethical, yes, they're cruel, and yes, they are sometimes unstable. But the show allowed us to see a more personal side to these people. In the movies, we don't typically get to see how these people deal with everyday life and different family problems. The complex and flawed character known as Tony Soprano was brought to life by David Chase and the performance of James Gandolfini. I thought that this was one of the single greatest character studies ever put on film. I love this show from start to finish. And yes, I even like the finale.
Sometimes men take matters into their own hands.
Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, we did get some flashbacks of Tony's childhood during the show. It gave us a glimpse into what made him into the person that we know. In The Many Saints of Newark, we're going to get a larger sample of Tony's younger years. The cool thing about this movie is that young Tony is being played by James Gandolfini's real-life son. I can't think of a better way to pay tribute to his father. But can you imagine the pressure that he must be under knowing he has to live up to one of the greatest performances of all time? That's a massive shadow to escape from, but I have to admit, the resemblance is uncanny. He certainly looks the part, and there was a couple times in this trailer when I thought he absolutely nailed Tony Soprano's facial expressions, especially when he was getting angry.
And literally fuck your own face!
My only concern would be his acting abilities, especially if this is his first performance ever. But overall, I have to say I love the cast of this movie. We got John Bernthal as Johnny Soprano, his dad. And we have the great Vera Farmiga as Livia Soprano. Now, if any of you watch the show, you know how fucked up Tony's mom is. And I think Vera is the perfect person to bring that character back to life in movie form.
But you one crazy ass bitch.
Also, Ray Liotta's in this movie. I'm not exactly sure who he is playing, but fun fact, he was actually up for the part of Tony Soprano before James Gandolfini got the part. So it's kind of funny how things are coming full circle now.
Because it's all part of the plan.
I absolutely loved how the trailer started with a voiceover from James Gandolfini.
When I was a kid, guys like me were brought up to follow codes.
That voice is unmistakable, and it instantly reminds you of the commanding presence that he had on screen. The trailer shows the rocky relationship between Tony and his mother, even going as far as to showing his mother doubting him when his teachers say that he has a lot of potential. Like I said, she's a pretty mean bitch. We get a quick shot of Satriale's, the pork store that the family operates out of. We also get to see what appears to be somewhat of a main character in this story, and that's Dickie Moltisanti, who is the father of Chris Moltisanti from the show. And in the movie, it looks like he kind of takes on a mentor role for Tony, in the same way that Tony took on a mentor role for Chris in the show. I like the parallels that are being drawn there. Throughout the course of the trailer, we get to see how Tony is being slowly pulled into this life.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
There's lots of shots of shootings and robberies and possibly somebody getting tortured. All the things you're accustomed to seeing in this organized crime world. There's a quick shot of Tony walking with his crew, which got me thinking. I'm sure we're going to get younger versions of characters like Silvio and Paulie Walnuts. So that'll be fun to see how they bring those eccentric characters to life in younger versions of themselves. The final part of this trailer is what really got me. We have Ray Liotta's character who's basically telling Dickie Moltisanti to stay out of Tony's life. And that's when we hear that all too familiar theme song. I can't lie, when I heard Got Yourself a Gun, I got a little bit of goosebumps on my arm. Okay, so this has come back to bite me in the past, but I'm finally excited to see something.
What an idiot!
Oh, what a loser!
This would normally worry me given Hollywood's recent track record, or more importantly, HBO's recent track record, but the fact that the show's creator David Chase is leading the way on this one, I have a little bit more faith in it than I would normally have. No doubt it's going to be hard to live up to the legacy of such a perfect show, but if he manages to give us something that's at least close to the quality of the show, without retroactively hurting it, which is always a concern, I think this could be a huge win for David Chase as well as HBO.
That makes sense.
So if you've seen the Many Saints of Newark trailer, let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. As always, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time right here on Real Shift. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Y'all be cool. Nah.